Hey, welcome back everyone, General Tony here, your host, coming back with a brand new COC episode, and welcome to a top 10 video. Now, I know we haven't done a top 10 on this channel for such a long time, and to be honest with you, it's just because loads of these videos have already been done by so many different YouTubers, but do not worry, do not fear, I promise you, every single thing you are about to hear in this episode, you have never heard of before, so make sure you stay tuned. This is going to be one very interesting video. So I would like to say a quick apology. There was only one video uploaded onto the channel yesterday, and that is quite simply because I'm so close to the Legends League and it is taking 30, 45 minutes, sometimes even an hour just to find a single base. Now, of course, once we hit the Legends League, we are most likely going to drop in trophies so that we can start finding bases a lot quicker. And of course, I will start to re-pump out those videos for your guys' entertainment. Now, we're about to get ourselves into the top 10 weirdest kind of facts about this game. Now, as I said, you haven't heard about any of these. Trust me, I've done my research. I have pulled some of the weirdest facts out about this game from launch date back into 2012. So stay tuned. We are about to get ourselves into number 10. Please don't forget to make sure you subscribe to this channel right now to stay up to date with all of the giveaways that we are doing on the channel. We are currently doing a $250 giveaway once we hit 650,000 subscribers. So we are only 6,000 subscribers away. Once we hit 650k, we will do that $250 giveaway. Here we go, so number 10. Now, this is perhaps one of the most mind-blowing facts that I have ever seen about this game. I never knew this about this troop until I done my research last night. Now, I'm sure loads of you don't actually know this either, but when the game was first launched in the 2nd of August 2012, you wouldn't believe it, but the P.E.K.K.A. could get flung off the map by a spring trap. I mean, how insane is that? The P.E.K.K.A., which takes, 25 housing spaces in terms of troop housing spaces, could get destroyed, completely wrecked by a spring trap. That's hilarious. I mean, I did not even imagine that Supercell would have ever done that, but yeah, back in 2012, the P.E.K.K.A., you could have just put a spring trap in front of it, and that girl would have been flying. So on to fact number 2. Now, loads of you may not know this either, but the actual game, released 2nd of August 2012 globally, didn't have a single dark troop, not one dark troop, not even the dark barracks, of course, up until March 2013, almost an entire year without a dark barracks. I mean, that's like having cereal without milk for almost a year. How does that even happen? How does that even happen? Also, for those of you that are interested, the only dark troops we actually received inside of the game back in March 2013 were the minions, the hog riders, and the Valkyries. I can't ever see this game without a golem. So I can't imagine what the original players went through when they didn't have a golem inside of the game. But I guess it was old school. It was still very fun, of course. Are there anyone, is there a single person out there that is still playing this game and had it since 2012? If you have, let me know down below, guys. In fact, do this. Every single one of you, go down below into that comment section and let me know when you downloaded the game and you started to play it originally. Are you an old school player? Have you had it a couple of months? Have you had it a few years? Me, personally, I've been playing this game just under 2 years now, so it's been quite a while, but I know there are loads of you out there that have been playing the game a lot longer than me, so let me know down below in that comment section. So this is perhaps the most interesting fact about this game, and I didn't know this. As I said, I done my research last night and I actually found this out about the game, and Supercell was a little bit cheeky here. So basically, they launched the game obviously back in 2012. When they launched it, they had some gem boxes inside of the game. You know the gem box that you've got inside of the game right now? You click on it, you remove it, and it gives you 25 beautiful little green gems. Well, they had that all the way back in 2012, but for some reason, they actually removed it for a while before they put it back into the game. Now, I have no idea why they removed it. I'm not saying anything. You guys tell me why you think they removed it. Now, before they did remove it, it was only worth, I think, like maybe 10 or 15 gems when they put it back, but they did take a while to put it back. They put it back at 25 gems, and I think they actually apologized for taking it out of the game for quite a long time. As I said, I don't know why they took it out of the game. I mean, taking out the gem box is pretty cheeky. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cheeky because loads of people, obviously, especially the kids, don't buy gems. They can't buy gems. They don't have money to buy gems. So the gem box is a very special feature which loads of us look forward to. I just realized the facts that I'm telling you in this episode seem to be getting really strange. They just seem to be getting stranger and stranger. So let's not stop the trend. Let's go in with another strange one. This is quite weird, but I would love this to still be inside of the game right now, although it would be very unfair on the lower Town Hall levels. I don't know when they actually took this out of the game, but pretty much, say if you were Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, and you attacked a Town Hall 5 or Town Hall 6, you wouldn't get a loot deduction back in the old school days of the game. So pretty much, if you had like a, you know, a Town Hall 9 army, say you had some form of go wipe, and you were attacking something small enough as a Town Hall 5, and the Town Hall 5 has full loot storages, you can go inside of their base, slap them about a bit, and take all of their loot, and you don't get a deduction. And the Town Hall 5 actually ended up losing loads and loads of loot, which is so damn unfair. But I suppose as the game has got on, then the, you know, the actual, just the way the game operates, how fair it is in terms of the Town Hall levels has also got a lot better. So this is going to take us straight into the next fact, and that is that there weren't any leagues. So there was no Titans League. Obviously, Titans League's only been around, I think, about a year now. Titans and the Legends League, but there was no champions, no crystal, no masters, no gold, silver or bronze. There was just nothing. It was just trophies, and that would also be definitely quite weird if that was still the way the game operated. But of course, as I said, as the game has got older, the game has definitely got a lot better. Although right now we are in a bit of a dark age with the Clash of Clans game, considering that some of the troops are so damn overpowered, i.e. the bowlers. Earlier on, we were actually talking about the Dark Troops and the Golem. Well, here's an interesting fact about the Golem. When the Golem was first introduced into the game, its training time was, I think, over an hour. Over an hour to train a single Golem. That's kind of pretty damn frustrating, and I don't think I would have played it if the Golem took that long, because that would be an insane amount of gems to keep spending to boost the barracks. Now, though, check it out, guys. The Golem only takes 15 minutes to train, which is pretty damn insane, considering it was 4 times the training time. So does that mean in a year's time we will have a 5-minute trained Golem? Who knows? I suppose it depends what the players want. What do you guys want about the game? If you could change one thing, maybe about a troop, maybe a new troop, maybe just something, one of the features inside of the game, what would you change? Moving swiftly on to the heroes. So we haven't talked about the heroes since we've actually started this episode, and the heroes, one of the biggest things within the game currently, because not only one of the biggest things, but one of the biggest controversies, because people have been asking for years now to have heroes during war. Well, imagine this, guys. Years ago, I think it was from 2012 up into 2014 actually, the heroes didn't even have an ability, so you couldn't even pop a king or a queen's ability. Once they got whacked, they got whacked. There was no giving them, you know, one of those little abilities where they boost their health and then they spawn loads of barbarians and archers. That just didn't happen. So from everything that I've told you so far inside of this episode, it actually sounds like the older version of the game was a lot harder to play, which is interesting because currently someone like me can get to Legends League. That means the game is maybe a little bit too easy. So you've heard some weird facts, you've heard some strange ones, but I think that this is probably in there with the top weirdest, guys. When the game was released, of course, it was called Clash of Clans. So it's clans, it's all about clans. You want to clash with other clans, you want to have fun. Well, believe it or not, it took almost 2 years for the game to introduce clashing with other clans, which is strange because the title is Clash of Clans. Now, the actual clan castle and the ability to join a clan was introduced early on. I think it was introduced in the global launch of the game, but they didn't actually introduce clashing with clans for years. So I don't really know why they done that. I don't know if it was their plan to let it wait that long and maybe wait for millions of downloads of the game. But yeah, definitely one of the strangest things, because for once the game's title didn't really resemble what was inside of the game, because the clashing with other clans didn't happen for quite a long time. But of course now we've got Clan Wars, and it is perhaps the biggest feature and the most mind-blowing, the most original about this game. So since the game was released, there have always really been 2 kinds of attacks. You got ground and you've got air, but unfortunately the game itself, Supercell, seems to have killed off air, at least for the Town Hall, for the high Town Hall levels over the last couple of years. This could be due to the air sweeper. The Grand Warden has always been a lot better with with ground troops rather than air troops, and loads of other factors, including the Eagle Artillery, and the fact that if you send in balloons and you don't send them in properly, the Eagle Artillery can absolutely destroy them. So the final thing I will say in this episode, guys, this is the deepest, darkest age we have ever been in for Clash of Clans. We are in complete turmoil. The game may never recover, as it is in the deepest, darkest age. As I said, we are losing players, but do not fear. We will still always be here on YouTube banging out those COC videos. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, stay tuned for the second episode of the day. I will see you shortly, guys. Peace out.